Everyone, it's Nick with Us vs. Herd. Thanks so much for watching this video. If it's your first time here, hit that subscribe button. If you're already a subscriber, thanks again. I definitely appreciate you. If this video is of value to you, please hit that like button. It really helps me out a lot. I definitely appreciate you. I definitely don't take this for granted. The views and the subscribers and you guys just being here for me, I just want to thank you again for being here for me. Today's video is actually going to be quite different. I'm actually going to be talking about entrepreneurship. For those that don't know, I've actually been an entrepreneur for the last 10 years. And what I mean by that is I don't have a side hustle. That doesn't mean I go to work every day for someone else. It means I haven't had an actual boss since 2008. That being said, there's a lot of people that say they're an entrepreneur and they want you to sign up for, some pyramid scheme and say, turn yourself into an entrepreneur while you work at your job. But that's not really what I'm talking about here. I'm talking about starting a business. I'm talking about, providing a service, providing a product to somebody. And one of the things that I get asked a lot is, no, I didn't graduate from college, just so you know. I don't have a college degree. Yes, I do have a high school degree, but everything I've learned was self-taught, self-learned from, basically trial and error experience. So I'm sharing that with you guys right here. But one of the things that I was thinking about, a lot of people ask me, like, how did you get started? How do you become an entrepreneur? How do you do this? How do you do that? And it's not an easy question because everyone has a different personality. Everybody likes different things. Everybody does want to do something different with their future, which is fine. But the one thing that I found that you need to have to become an entrepreneur is that you need to develop a skill. Like the number one thing that you need to do is develop a skill. And I know that may sound basic and easy and stuff like that, but a lot of people, you don't understand, a lot of people don't have a skill that somebody else will want. Like if you think about any job or any corporation, what do they provide? They provide the consumer with something they want or something they need. So whether it's a service or a product, whether it's someone selling TVs or someone providing, giving haircuts, that's a service. So, you have to develop a skill. It could be from learning how to buy and sell things on eBay or Amazon. It could be, once you start doing something, let's say you were mowing lawns, for instance. Let's say you had a lawn cutting business. It doesn't just stop there. You have to understand finances. You have to understand, legal speak, legal talk, contracts. It doesn't just stop at like learning how to mow lawns one day or learning how to cut someone's hair. For me, it was learning about computers. I taught myself how to code. I provided that as a service for a long time. Network support, network repair, all these things I've taught myself to provide someone else value. So if you're looking to go into business for yourself and you're looking to, get to that next level and you're kind of stuck at what you need to do next, think about what you have, like where does your experience lay? What are you good at? What are you interested in getting in, and start there. Like sometimes a business is just an ends to a means. Like you launch something, let's say it's a side hustle, you launch a side business and it's to get you to where you want to be full time. Maybe that product or service that you're offering isn't even where you want to be the rest of your life, but it's a means to an end. So, as an entrepreneur, like I've started probably like, I don't know how many businesses, 10, 20, most of them failed, by the way. But you're a true entrepreneur if you really want it. Like how bad do you want it? How bad do you want to get to that next level? How bad do you want to be in business for yourself? How bad do you not want to set an alarm clock ever? For me, I haven't set an alarm clock. The only time I set an alarm clock, honestly, is when I have to go to the airport like 3 in the morning for vacation. I'm not saying that to brag, but it is a nice perk for being an entrepreneur. Definitely hate, like one of the things I can't stand is an alarm clock. Like absolutely hate it. So, you can tell, the things that you want to do to become an entrepreneur, the things that you need to do to become an entrepreneur, like you're going to be having to do a lot of things that you don't like doing. Like me, honestly, I don't like to do contracts and the legal stuff and the legal write-up, but I had to learn how to do it so that way you could be smart enough that one day you can hire people to do that kind of stuff for you. The things that your business does, the things that the spots that you want to hire for are things that you already know how to do, so that way you can show somebody else how to do it. Like, if you can't run your own company, how do you expect other people to do it for you? How do you expect other people to learn from you? How do you expect other people to grow from you? Yes, there's smarter people than you, probably there's smarter people than me, and you want to surround yourself with those people. But at the same time, those people want to learn from you too. So, you know, the number one thing that you need to think about when becoming an entrepreneur or thinking about entrepreneurship is, what can you provide? What value you can provide someone? It's called value proposition. You need to develop some sort of skill, whether it's learning how to make t-shirts, or, you know, a service, like I was saying, like coding, learn how to code, or learning how to cut someone's hair. It's basic things like this that, you know, gets you over that hump, like gets you over that hurdle. Like, if you don't know where to go, it's like, oh, I want to do this one day, I want to do that one day. Great, but where do you start? You need to start developing your character, you need to start developing your skill and investing in yourself, investing in knowledge, not necessarily taking money and buying all these fancy equipment and buying all this stuff. That doesn't make you any better than the next guy. And to be an entrepreneur, you really don't, like, a lot of people get discouraged. Like, you don't need to be the best in the market. You just have to be good enough to sell to somebody that would want to buy from you. You don't have to be, like, I'm not trying to compete with like Fortune 500 companies or Fortune 100 companies. I'm not trying to edge out Netflix or do anything crazy like that. Like, what I provide, you know, is something that caters to people that I want to sell to. So you have to, you know, don't be discouraged if your product or idea isn't as good as somebody else's. You know, you'll definitely get there. And like, it's trial by fire, trial and error. You just gotta try things out, and if things don't work out, adjust, adapt, and move on. So I hope this video helps you. I know that it would have helped me when I was first starting out. So definitely appreciate everyone that watched this. If this video was of value to you, please hit that like button.